Six Impala.
Six Impala.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Six Impala podcast. My name is...
Yeah.
Thank you for the warm welcome. As
It
you
wasn't
can see,
for
I'm,
you, Dan. It's never.
I'm
for you.
loved. I'm very loved.
I did that for
around here.
myself. That was for my own
Welcome back to
stability.
the
clapped
Six
for
Impala
me.
podcast. My name is Kat. I'm here with OMNI underscores and our good friend Andrew.
Hey,
How's
yo.
everybody doing?
Some guy named Andrew.
Introduce yourselves. Who's Andrew?
What's
which
up,
one of you
guys?
is Andrew?
I'm some guy named Andrew. Yeah.
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 Bro,
You know Omni.
Did you guys
the
know?
Omni sound off Omni.
Uh,
Yeah, here he is, and you know underscores. Okay, before we start, we just have to give a quick shout out to our tier 5 patrons. Thank you so much to Boyd, Ghosts, Sir Ghosty, Spidey Stretch, Skrillex himself,
Wow.
Soapy Milk, Spoos, Infinity Being, Woozy, and Nippon. The last episode, I don't know how to say it. I think it's Nippon. James, you might know. It's Niypon. Is that Nippon?
I don't know.
Nippon? Naive.
I've had the same problems pronouncing that name as you have.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
I'm just gonna
Nippon-
stick with Nippon.
Nippon,
It's a
yeah,
it's a good
it's a
name.
good one,
just
yeah. I like
wish I
that.
knew how to. Anyways.
Remember to Google search Andrew Dumig on google.com.
Christ. All right.
Okay. Today we're talking about the we recently in December. It was December, right? Or was it end of November?
It was
end of November.
End of November into December.
Yeah.
December
At the end
1st
of
or something.
November,
Yeah.
these fine gentlemen,
Oh.
they came to my doorstep. They came to my doorstep
Cold,
seeking
shivering.
seeking
Seeking shelter.
Seeking shelter.
shelter.
From the
And then,
cold.
and then
seeking
Dan was like,
nourishment.
"It's okay, every pony. Everyone can come in."
Yeah.
Little did we know.
I
we were
actually
entering a
actually
growing
have
household.
recently discovered that I am a late stage brony.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like not surprised at all. Took you long enough.
Yeah, that was a lot
bastard.
of.
Look. It took a lot of time for me to start liking the show. Okay.
There's a lot of
Yeah,
denial.
It wasn't denial. I just genuinely didn't like the show.
I was listening to like some old music, Pinkie Pie swears "Sunshine and Celery Stalks," and I was like
Oh, Lord.
almost crying. I was like, I'm gonna cry now, and then I like couldn't function for the rest of the night because I was really emotional.
I was listening to Omni Pony's new cutting board. Is that what it is?
Nah, Omni Pony's great cutting board adventure.
How much?
Great cutting board adventure.
How many times has that been shared around?
No.
Everyone started.
don't know. I
everyone
don't keep
started-
track of your shit.
Everyone started talking about it without me knowing, and I'm like, why? Why is this coming back?
Because Andrew and I used to watch that all the time.
Yeah,
It's a good one. It's a good one.
I was watching the VIP Clouds music video.
Oh, it has like
Yeah.
6
Oh.
million now or something.
That one
Yo,
takes me
I
back.
never listened to Clouds. I would actually I didn't listen to Clouds that much, and then I recently went and listened to it, and I was like, oh god,
I don't
Nah,
listen to the
dude.
VIP.
Nah,
I
dude.
don't like the Clouds song. It's
VIP.
okay.
You don't like
Clouds.
Clouds, like the original.
I don't like Clouds. I'm sorry.
Oh, shut up.
But that's because I'm more of a Dragon Greed.
Dragon Greed
or,
is sick. That was one of my
or
favorite
My Little
tracks.
Changeling.
Yeah, those
or,
two tracks had,
She's
like,
an
the
alarm
coolest-
clock.
That's good.
Yeah.
I made She's an Alarm Clock in a live stream at Starbucks.
No way.
I remember watching
I,
it.
st- I still
I
have
remember
the stream
watching
up, probably.
That shit's crazy.
Wonder if the
I remember
archive is still
watching
up
the
there.
stream. I remember meticulously trying to look at what your
All my patches.
massive patch was,
okay.
and then copying
Wow.
it.
It's okay. You stole the technique that I stole from
Chrome.
Xcore.
Chrome.
yeah, the
I
Chrome
used to watch.
technique.
I used to watch Xcore live streams, and that's how
That's
I learned how
crazy.
to do a lot of the things I did. Not
That's
like
crazy,
directly.
yeah.
I just learned about Massive and how
Well, yeah.
powerful Massive was, and then
Yeah.
and then I started doing my own stuff, and then you did the same. So, the generations were passed thus.
That's
Yeah.
the wave.
So he went to Toronto.
So we went to Toronto.
Yes. So
go
on their way to
back to
Toronto,
Toronto.
Who-
somebody forgot their passport.
Okay, it was me.
It was underscore.
I forgot my passport. What can I say?
So we
Easy.
should
Hey,
probably
understood.
preface this story by mentioning that James and Devin here both had gotten some tickets to take a bus up to Toronto a couple days
and we were gonna
prior
have
to when I was
a grand
driving
old
up.
adventure together. But only half that. Okay, so basically, I'm on my way, and I'm like, "Hey, Dev." I called Devin when I was getting on the train, and I was like, "Let's go." And you're like, "Yeah," and I'm like on the line, and I'm like, "I wonder where Devin is," and then he just didn't show up, and I was like, "Oh shit!" And then I got on the bus. I'm like, "Oh man." What's
So he
gonna
was
happen?
late too.
I was getting a muffin.
And then I remember when everyone was on the bus and the bus was starting and like getting ready to leave. I just see Devin like rushing in with a muffin in hand, bag and other. Like,
Bro, I
and then
needed
we're
this
like-
muffin.
yeah, it looked good. I had a piece of it.
You need the
Right.
muffin
What kind
more
of
than his
muffin?
passport.
The people need to know what kind of muffin.
Yes.
What kind of muffin was it?
I don't even
forgot.
remember.
Was it
Blueberry.
blueberry?
Yeah, I don't
Wow,
remember.
you're like
I think it
gassing
was
up this
blueberries.
muffin. You don't even remember the muffin.
It was probably a blueberry. Those are the only good ones.
Yeah.
Hooked
And
up.
then, like,
So.
and then you got me my water, and that was really nice of you. And then we get on, and we're just chilling.
Yeah, that was it. That was actually it. I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't need the muffin. But James wanted the water, so I
That's
stopped
true.
by.
Yeah,
Right.
the water probably held you back longer than anything else. I'm sorry about that.
No, it's all
it's
good
funny.
because I got a muffin out of it.
It's cool. And then like, it's funny because like some lady, like rolled up with a bunch of water, and she's like, "Anyone want a free water?" No, okay, and then walked away. And I was too like nervous to say anything,
Lord.
so I just didn't say anything. And that's when I texted you for water
Oh, got it.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
because I felt too embarrassed
Got
to
you.
ask this lady for free water.
That's
Uh,
fair.
Damn.
And then we're like on the how long we were on the bus for, like 4 hours.
Like 5 hours, I think.
5 hours. in,
5-ish
huh?
hours, like a good a little under half.
Oh, when I realized?
Yeah.
When you realized it was like 2
Like
hours.
2
or
hours in,
something.
yeah.
Yeah. And then you were just like, I forgot my passport. And I was like, yeah.
So you waited 3 hours to figure out what you're gonna do about it? Or?
Yeah, because like the next
Yes.
stop was a Syracuse was the next
The
stop.
next stop was Syracuse,
And it was like
wasn't for
3 hours
3
away or
hours.
something.
It was 3 hours away.
It was like 2 hours away.
Damn.
And then they were like, all right, so there's a chance that like maybe someone could like send you a picture of your of this or birth certificate or something. And I'm like, you don't want to risk it though.
Yeah.
But that happened.
Yeah, and I found
asked
something
I
that
asked
was
like,
like-
I was like, is anybody home? Can you take a picture of my passport? Riley was home, so
Oh,
Riley
shit.
like scanned
Shout
my
out Riley.
passport and then sent me a thing, and then I was like, I was like doing all the research, and I called like both sides of the border
Yeah.
patrol, and I was just like,
Canadian,
okay,
yeah.
it's not gonna work.
You
So
call
I
I
got
think
off
you
at
called the
Syracuse.
American side, and then they were like, you have to call like
You have to call a Canadian
Yo,
side.
go ask your
Then
mother.
when you call the Canadian, when you call the Canadian side, it just didn't go through because it's Canadian.
Yeah.
Damn.
So I was like,
Well,
all right.
so Devin had to backtrack a little bit. So James ended up
Okay.
arriving before Devin.
But
I got
okay,
there
so I
early.
got off at Syracuse, got myself a sandwich at Subway,
What kind of sandwich?
an Italian hero,
I didn't know this.
foot long.
Yo,
foot
real
long
quick,
Italian
real
hero.
quick.
And then-
About Subway in the U.S. You guys have this one sub where they like put Doritos on the sub,
Nah,
and that's
gross.
probably the best thing I've ever had.
That's-
in the U.S.
Wow.
Nah.
Yeah. Actually, no, that's not true. I had banh mi in New York, and that was the best thing I ever had.
Really in New
Yes.
York? Oh,
Yeah. Robin and I found like a really like tiny like place in New York when we were
Okay,
just.
well,
I
it
think it was
should've
just
been-
him and I hanging out.
I gotta
It was-
I'll take you to Houston. You'll have some real banh mi.
I mean, I can have real banh mi here too.
Oh,
There's a place
whatever.
actually. There's
Yeah.
a place actually where you can't
Sure.
get the banh mi unless you speak Vietnamese.
Oh, really?
Like, so and then
Oh, so they're racist.
Oh.
yeah. And I got a plug. I got somebody who can.
There you
who can
go.
The banh mi
put
plug.
the
There's
banh mi
a,
in.
The
I
banh
went
mi
to
plug word.
I recently went to Austin to visit family for holidays, and the food there like was saltier than even I'm used to. And I really want to
Damn.
take Dan. I want to take you so
Americans.
bad to Austin.
That's crazy.
This is not just American. So this is Texas salty now.
Oh,
Like,
it's like
a
double down
whole-
American.
Like you guys
salty.
were complaining about my adding like. So
Oh
much
yeah, yeah.
sugar to
Like
the
I was about
coffee.
to say, like you show up off the bus, first thing you want to order a coffee, and you put fucking like 9 packets of sugar.
Yeah,
in
well,
that
no,
thing.
it's
It
not
was
9
disgusting.
packets. It's 9 on the website. It's like, do you want sugar 1 to 9? I don't know what that means. I've never had that.
And you clicked the
before.
9. That's awful.
No, I put 7.
Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. You
Guys,
put 7.
This is Canadian. We're talking about Canadian 7, which is practically like a 1.
Yeah.
Bro,
okay?
his coffee was just like sugar. It was.
It wasn't
disgusting.
that-
It
it wasn't
literally.
even- it was
wasn't,
not even
It
that
literally
sugar.
was not like mixing into the water anymore. There was just
No,
like a
it wasn't-
pack of.
It wasn't
sugar.
even that. It wasn't even that sweet. It wasn't even that sweet.
So
All the-
Devin
we-
showed up
We all
late.
tested it. We
Shut up.
tested.
No,
it.
you didn't. Like one of you had a sip of it, and I was like,
Yeah, and Dory's got like shout out Dory. She's got
Shout
a
out
trustworthy palate. You know.
"Wow, a trustworthy Canadian palate, so untrustworthy."
Yeah.
I went
Okay.
to Subway. I got
Went
an
to
Italian
Subway.
hero, a foot-long Italian hero, and then and then I went to go buy water in this little corner store, and I got in this exchange with the cashier and then this other guy who was buying something, where he was like, the guy who was buying something was like, hey, can you guess her race for me?
What?
You didn't tell us this.
Oh yeah.
fucked
So he
up.
was like, can you guess the cashier's race?
What the fuck?
And I'm like, I guess I'll take a crack at it. So I said, half Vietnamese.
Okay.
And he was like, no, she's full Arabic. And I'm like, that's crazy.
Okay.
Whoa.
And then this exchange went on, and then I was just like, well, what do you think I am? And he's like, if I would be honest, I just thought you were Caucasian.
Damn.
White.
White.
Yeah.
And that exchange went on for about 3 minutes. And then she was like, do you want to buy
You're
your water?
Filipino,
And I'm like,
right?
yes, please.
It's Filipino, right?
So I bought the water, got on the bus, listened to E by Echo 2K like 6
Yeah.
times. Got on the bus the next day, listened to E by Echo 2K like 12 times. And then Dan and James picked me up.
And then I listened to
the
it
train station.
once. I listened to E once.
I haven't
One
listened to
time
it
on
yet.
the bus ride. Dan will never listen to it.
I will listen to it. It's actually like at the very top of my listen to
No,
list.
no,
I just
no.
have a
Enough-
lot of work
enough-
to do. Like
enough-
4
enough
fucking
people-
podcasts apparently to record in 2 days.
Enough
So
people
what's up?
make fun of Blady for Dan to slip out of listening to anything Blady.
Actually, I've listened to a lot of Blady. I've listened to Ice
Wow.
Dancer. I've listened to Ice Dancer
Whoa.
3
Big
times
shot
now,
Dan now.
and I can't finish the album. I don't like it. Every time I
Okay.
listen to it, I get 3/4 of the way through, and I'm like, I can't stand this anymore. It's too much. No offense to Blady. Like he's great. He's clearly doing something. Maybe one day it'll click for me. But anyways, we pick up Devin. We pick him up, put him on our back, put him on their shoulders. Who disconnected?
Devin just.
Devin fucking
Looks like
died.
Devin DC'd.
Well, Devin DC'd. We picked him up. Hold on. Devin's napping at this point. We'll pretend he's napping at this point. We
He's
pick him
napping.
up. He'll come back.
Yeah.
He's napping.
There, he's
We
done
pick
his
him
nap.
up.
Devin, so
He's
Devin's
done his
napping,
nap. His
yeah.
nap is done.
Everything
Devin's
all right,
done his
Devin?
nap.
Oh, you guys went
Rejuvenated?
silent for like a minute.
You
You got
disconnected,
disconnected for like a minute.
Wacky.
It's all right. Devin's back from his power nap.
All right.
How was your nap, Devin?
It was good.
That's good. All right.
So
So, we
then-
picked him up. Come back to our place. We're finally at our place awaiting Andrew.
All right. So they set up the war room, which was really cool. So I drove up like, 2 or 3 days after they had, all accumulated and congealed.
Ew,
So
that's nasty.
they set up this, they had like a room and they had like a desk on either side of the room and they had two people set up on either desk. So it was really cool,
Yeah.
The four of
when I
us
got-
just in the one room and
Yeah. When I got there, I helped Dan set up the rooms so that everything was nice and organized. We had this one big room that we just had like a lot of space to do whatever. And
The war room.
Yeah.
Dan's grody bed that apparently has been used multiple times
yeah.
for
yeah.
Used. Not my bed.
Your
No,
bed.
My
bed in the
my
war
ex,
room.
The bed.
the
in the war room.
ex-landlord's bed. Yeah, but James said
Ex-landlord.
Dan's bed. That is
No,
not
no,
my
well,
bed that has been
technically,
used multiple
as
times.
far as I know, it
Bed
is your
provided
bed.
by Dan.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Provided by Chuck, my ex-landlord.
Chuck Sutton.
So
Not Chuck Sutton. Not
Chuck
Chuck,
Sutton would
Sutton.
never.
Chuck Sutton would never.
I showed up a little bit late.
Yeah, you did.
Andrew pulled
Yeah.
up.
And you made fun of me for forgetting my passport, and then look
Yeah,
where it got you.
so while I'm like in a call with Dan gives me a call. I'm like, oh, dude, I'm like 10 minutes
'cause
away.
he's-
I'll be right
Oh,
there.
this
Also,
is great.
Yeah,
LOL,
and then I
Devin
call him,
forgot
like,
his passport.
okay, I'll stand outside.
So like literally,
I said I would stand outside, like so I called him.
Andrew's on the
So,
phone
like-
making fun of Devin.
Yeah, I'm on the phone making fun of Devin, and I'm also like, oh, I'll be there in 10 minutes. Haha, Devin's a dumbass. He forgot his passport. And I'm like, all right, Dan, I'm outside your house. And he's like, I don't see you. I was like, I don't see you either. And then I look, I'm like, you don't live in Barrie, do you? You live in Toronto. That's right. I just put in the address for the address for a city that is an hour north of Toronto.
Yeah.
So I ended up having to drive an hour back to Toronto.
Yeah.
So this is 2 hours that just totally went down the drain.
Yeah, because you fucking.
Like an idiot.
I don't know. I have no idea how. because you've been to that house before, and I
well,
have
I
no
have.
idea how like it went through your mind. Like, yes, Google Maps, whatever was showing.
There
you where
was
to go,
two
but-
options. It was the
No,
same
no, no,
exact
no.
address.
Yeah,
just
but
one
hold
was
on,
in
but hold
Barrie
on.
and
Andrew
one was in
too busy
Toronto.
mopping to read the directions.
I was
okay?
too busy mopping.
You chose the one that wasn't in the city I live in.
It was the first one that showed up. I just clicked it. I didn't even notice.
Yeah, but you should have read who's.
Well, I
like,
was on the
okay, well, let's see.
expressway. I was on the expressway, and it was like Toronto next right, and I was
Okay, so,
like, huh, I should
if you're on the
probably.
expressway-
So, theoretically,
Hypothetically.
No,
hypothetically.
Every time you say
Hypothet-
theoretically,
I always say theoretically. I don't know why. It's the only
get it
word.
right. Get it right.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
No, so I saw a sign that was like Toronto next right, and I was like, that sounds like where I should be going, but GPS says to keep going straight for an hour, so I'm going to do that. And I did that, and it just turned out to be a huge mistake. And I was like,
Yeah.
it was like, this is the most crushed I've ever felt for some reason.
Yeah,
It was just
fuck you.
devastating.
Good.
But
Yeah.
you know, I got myself turned around, wasted another half tank of gas, and ended up in the right spot.
Yeah. Then we hung out. And, it was
And then we
great.
What
hung
did you
out.
do
We
when
had
what
some.
did you do when you first arrived? I don't
What did
remember.
I do when I first
Did we
arrived?
go get food? I think we set up everybody.
Oh yeah,
in the
because we
war
went.
room.
Remember, Dan and I went shopping at this local, wonderful local Asian market. We got
Oh, yeah.
lunch, and then I introduced you to Sack Sack. That was a highlight.
Yeah. Shout out Tone Tai.
shout out.
Shout out Sack Sack.
Shout out Sack Sack, best grape drink in the world, because it has actual grapes in it. I love grapes.
It does have actual grapes in there.
Anyways.
The grapes are like in the can on the bottom. It's
Yeah,
so
it's
good.
great, like childhood thing. But like, yeah, so we got a bunch of ingredients for all sorts of delicious luncheon food, like hot dogs.
Right.
Hot dogs.
Anyways,
That's the,
moving on.
we got delicious lunch and food like hot dogs.
They got.
Fuck you.
Dan had
We
this
went-
like.
Is this
Well,
when
hold
we went
on.
to the
I
mall?
had this plan. No, because James and I went and got all the
Oh,
groceries
got
for
it.
the
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is this
yeah.
when you
week
guys got
because-
the stuff for bubble tea?
the for bubble tea that I still have.
It's funny.
Yeah.
By the
Dan
way.
was like, you better make this because I'm not gonna know how to make it, and I never made it the whole.
You guys
Yeah,
remember
now I
that?
have it, and I don't know how to make it. But
Remember
we
that
were getting stuff for
underscore
the
song?
barbecue.
We never made bubble tea.
We never
I
We
never
never
saw
made
it
bubble
about
tea. It's fucked up.
It's okay. We'll make it. Soon.
I had this big plan to do this barbecue, and we went and got all the ingredients for it. So yeah, we got hot dogs. We also got beef.
Yeah, we got hot dogs.
Oh,
we
yeah,
got
and
buns.
we got beef.
We
Yeah,
got
we did.
mayonnaise. We got mustard. We got the ketchup.
Ketchup.
And then actually, you know what
say
we did when
mayonnaise
Andrew showed
first.
up? I did say mayonnaise first.
Why?
The may.
The mayonnaise. Dude, mayonnaise
You
is
said
Did you
ketchup.
important.
put may on your hot
Yeah.
dog?
Yeah, I put the
dude.
may on my hot dog.
You say
May-may.
ketchup and mayo, not mayo and ketchup.
No, the may.
Nick,
Alright,
you don't say
shut the
mayo
fuck
at
up.
all. You don't put mayonnaise on your hot dog.
Yes,
They
you
do.
do. You
I
put
did.
ketchup and mayonnaise on a hot dog, bro.
Yeah,
What?
Andrew knows what's up.
Yeah,
Mayo's
ketchup
like-
and
What the
mayonnaise on a hot
fuck?
dog.
I don't know. I
Yo,
just put cheese
What is
on it.
wrong with you?
Cheese on a hot
It's
dog.
really good.
It's great. Yeah.
Yo,
Cheese
cheese
is
on a
great
hot dog is good too.
It's
Never
great on
had it.
everything.
Okay, wait, I'm about to fuck you all up. You know what's actually good on a hot dog that you're never gonna believe?
What's that?
Dan's gonna be like pissed.
I'm about to discuss this shit again. No, like,
gonna be like,
peanut,
huh.
peanut butter and jelly are actually really good on a hot
Alright.
dog.
All right. Well,
All you
let's
folks
pretend
at
we never
home who
heard
are adventurous, you can go try a peanut butter and jelly hot dog.
that. Gross.
Tweet it
Yeah.
at Six Community.
And
At
then
Six
you have
Community.
to put it on a triple bread and make sure that it's a triple sandwich. Hot
Yeah,
dog
yeah.
experience.
No, try sandwich. If you get the try sandwich spread with the peanut butter jelly hot dog,
What?
fucked up. Anyways, so actually, the first thing we did was get alcohol.
Yeah,
VGHS.
I remember that. Yeah. I remember. Not
We went to the-
VGHS.
we went to the LC not the VJ.
CBDO.
We went to the TGIF.
The TGI, yeah.
We went to
Yeah, we went to the TGIF,
We
got
did
the
some
alcohol.
thrifting.
The
as well.
OBGYN.
We did a little bit of thrifting.
Yeah, yeah,
That was
yeah.
a
We
lot
went to
of
the
fun.
YMCA. Got
I was
some
actually
alcohol.
super surprised at how cool the thrift stores near you were. There's like a lot of actually neat stuff that I don't see in other thrift stores.
Yeah.
Oh, the value
No,
village.
dude.
You mean like the night Lightning
Oh,
McQueen
the Cars
TV?
TV.
Yeah, the Cars TV,
Yeah.
a full like
This was
VHS
so hard.
Pretty
VHS
tough.
player like Cars. I actually wanted that.
I wanted that so
Uh,
bad.
And
I
then,
could have took it
and
home with us. You
I
know
picked
that.
I picked up a $2 unicorn.
Andrew would have
thing.
been. Andrew would have been like at the border. Do you have anything to declare?
Check out this TV.
I got yo.
Sick fu-
got this
no, you were
sick
talking about
TV.
that. No, James was like, maybe I should show the. Didn't you say something like maybe I should?
Yeah,
show
yeah.
the
I was like,
Border
we
Patrol
were,
off?
we were rolling up, and he was like, "What does he ask us anything?" I'm like, "I should show him my $3 unicorn poster I got."
Did you hang
like
it
the
up?
poster?
Did I actually show up? I don't remember.
No, you didn't show him.
That is a dope poster.
Is it hung
It
up
is
right now?
No, it's just hanging out in my room. Haven't gotten a
Like I
chance.
said, it would.
I kind of I want to bring it. I want to bring it to. You didn't say anything. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I did. I was like, I literally said that in the store. I was like, see, I don't get stuff like this because it's just gonna sit in my room. And I said, I bet you you're gonna go home. It's gonna sit in your room.
I have
Devin
plans.
remembers. That's why he's laughing.
I have plans to bring it to show so people can sign it. FurCon 2020.
Oh, that's
Word.
cool.
Oh.
I want people to sign
That's
it.
cool. It is a nice
This
picture.
is James. Why are tickets are $70?
The show is free.
But I can't come to the show. I
You
want to
can,
go
because
to. I want
it's
to go
not-
to FurCon.
The con is not part of the show exclusively.
Devin, let's go.
The con gives you access to everything else included the James show. So it's not like
Yeah.
$70 to see
Yeah.
James. It's
Let me
$70 to
let me
see
let me
James and
explain
also
it this
see
way.
friends.
So that the con itself is hosted by FurCon, but the show is hosted by Adventure Crew. So the hotel that the con is in has a floor dedicated to parties. That's the free
Oh.
part. So you can go and like roll up, and as long as you're like of age, like
Are there
you
parties, like-
there's
Sorry.
like there's a so
Wait,
there's
we'll
the con-
talk about this later. You can cut this out, Dan. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
There's
yeah.
the
We'll leave
Communist
it. We'll
Party.
leave it. James is playing a FurCon show. He's bringing the poster we got in Toronto, and he's gonna have it signed.
And I wanna go
That's-
so
that's
bad.
the story.
I want to go as well, man.
We can do it. We can do a podcast on the FurCon show
Yeah,
after.
we'll
so.
do it. We will.
Yeah.
It's gonna be crazy. I'm
It'll
so
be done.
excited.
So
So-
this fucking meat that Dan had.
Oh yeah, let's talk about.
I
the-
actually still have it in the fridge.
Oh my God! No, you don't.
dude.
It has been a month.
Hold on.
It has been a month.
It has been 2 weeks.
I know. Hold on. I know.
He's gonna
I
eat
know.
it.
No, I'm not gonna eat it. I'm gonna throw it out.
You said that last time we recorded this podcast 3 weeks ago.
Listen, I'm gonna throw it out. It's in its. Hold on. Not that it's.
He said, "I
good.
know, but it's yummy."
It's in a sealed container.
It's actually because
So,
he feels guilty
it's
about the way
not
he cooked it.
it's not in like a really bad state or anything. It's not like rancid in my fridge. It's just like old
Yeah.
meat that I
How
shouldn't
do you
be
know
eating.
that?
Dan,
Did you open
Dan.
it?
Because I can
It was
see
good.
it. I can see it.
Did
see
you
it with
open
his
it and
eyes.
smell it?
No.
You put it on a
course
petri
not.
dish
It's
and
in a
look at it
sealed
under a
container.
microscope.
Okay, I'm doing the podcast and I got to the bit where I gotta go check out the meat, so I'm gonna go check out the meat. Okay. Alright, time to check out the meat. See, it's not that bad. It's a little sweaty. A little sweaty in there. Alright, yeah, see? It's not that bad. Mmm.
It's bad. It's bad. It's not good. Don't eat it.
You tell me.
That wasn't even like the only thing that was like okay. So the sink, like there's so much other
Oh.
shit like in Dan's house.
We'll throw a video on of the sink. This sink, man, it just sprays, and then you seen it. You seen the video just
Yeah,
now.
cue
That shit's
the video.
crazy. Look at that. Oh whoa.
Look at that
Whoa.
right there, dude.
Listen,
So-
that's
Pouring
happening.
out.
Listen, that was an ex roommate who came in, fucking
Far out.
handyman Bob the Builder McGee fucking walked into my house.
Handyman Dan.
Straight out of prison. Let me remind you.
pulled
Straight out of prison.
Pulled the Google.
Pulled
the
up into
Google
my
Maps
house as a
images.
roommate, and he said, "There's an image of him on Google Maps flipping off the Google truck. He's fucking insane.
Cue
okay?
that image.
This asshole comes into the bathroom and he's like, "All right, this sink, I'm gonna make it better."
Let's make this.
The sink was fine. The sink was actually fine. It was totally fine. And then he walked in and he broke the sink and was like, "There."
But he broke both of them.
He broke
There's
both.
two
Yeah.
sinks.
He fucked with the piping. I told you, Bob the Builder ass thought he's fucking like a what's that word they do to do a pipe? What do they call it?
handyman.
Plumber.
A plumber. Yeah, a
handyman.
plumber.
Mario.
Plumber. He thought he was a plumber.
There's Dan and no commas. Now I don't know plumber.
Now we know. Oh, I didn't. Oh.
So
Semantics, Dan. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's just
So
semantics.
then,
it's just
so then we
semantics.
started working on the album. We streamed some of that for some of you guys at home. Some of the tier 5 got
Tier
to
The
five.
album?
watch us
Yeah,
work
What
on.
album?
Yeah, what album? I don't know what
second
you're talking
album.
about.
What album?
We're
are you
not
talking
saying the
about?
name. We're not saying the name yet. This
The
is
new-
where we leak the
The
name.
new Blady album.
Not the new Blady album.
Yeah,
Talking about the
we were
Six
working
Impala
on the
album.
new Blady album.
Working on the Six Impala album. Andrew is helping us out with the visual.
Oh, wow.
New York City.
Cops pulling in.
It's because I thought about saying the name of the album.
Yeah, there it is.
So
So, working on the album is a good time. I can't really discuss much about it other than we got concepts down for everything. Some of the songs are done. Some of them are
Yeah, dude.
like almost
some
done.
very
Like,
exciting stuff.
it sounds crazy right now.
Yeah, that's
Cut
fine.
that
You
out.
can leak. You could just leak names.
Just
I
bleep
guess.
it or
Bleep it
something.
out.
Yeah, you can bleep it.
Yeah.
That's what I was hoping
Yeah,
you did.
Yeah,
you guys
that'll-
always making me do work.
Instead
when
of being okay
That's
with it,
on
I
you.
thought you were going to yell at me. I was
Yeah.
hoping Dan was going to be like,
bleep.
James, don't
But that's
say
a good
that."
one though. I'm ready for that one. That's like the one I'm most excited about.
Instead, he was
It's
like,
so
it's
good.
okay,
That's gonna
James,
be a
you
good
can
one,
say
too.
it.
I listened to it on loop for like an hour one day.
Oh,
That's
dude,
Me
really
too.
same.
It's so good. It's so good.
And it's
So-
not done yet. Like,
It's not.
No, it's still just a concept.
Yeah.
So did we talk about the discount meat? I mean, that's really it. It was disgusting.
We talked about discount meat.
Well,
it wasn't
actually,
disgusting. It was
what I
good.
wanna- what I
I was
wanna
getting
talk
good
about is,
burger.
It's
like,
okay
we made,
meat.
we made burger patties, and then Dan like took this entire frozen thing and just dumped it in the pot.
It was like a frozen
Yeah,
there's a whole
chunk of
frozen
meat.
section of
and,
meat.
and we're like, Dan, this is
It wasn't
stupid."
frozen. It was
And we
half
were like,
frozen. So what
What we
happens
had
is
to
if
do
it's
was-
half frozen, you can't put it back in the freezer. So I
Yeah,
had to
know.
cook it all.
I know.
Well-
And Dan's like, it's okay, I'll cook it, and it'll be a meal for. And then you never ate it, and now it's rancid in your fridge.
We had this
I ate-
big
no, hold on,
hunk
hold on.
of meat. We had this big hunk
I
of
ate-
meat that was
I
fully
did use
frozen
it.
through.
I did use
and
it.
Yeah, you
had to
tasted it, and you were like, oh no, and then you never ate it.
No,
again.
I used it. I know. I used it. I used it for lots of meals. There was a lot, so
For
I didn't
lots
finish it
of
all.
meals.
You hear that, guys? Dan used the meat.
I did use the meat. I made like little meatballs with it that didn't stick
Aw.
together at all.
Sorry.
Yeah. See, Devin thought it was cute. Fuck
yeah.
you, James. Little
and then
meatballs.
we drank alcohol.
And then we got fucked up.
Then
Uh-huh.
we got from
Dan and I did what will be perhaps
It'll be a
the
legacy.
funniest.
yes,
We're gonna keep it going.
We're gonna keep
We
it
did-
going.
What was the?
We did
what
the
was
Drunken Fist.
We did the
Drunken
drunken
Fist
fist back to
back.
back. First heard in the Six Impala Discord server.
for like
if you're
how
not
many
there,
hours?
we did the first one. The first one
one
was
was like
2.5 hours. It was 2.5. I remember because I was like, oh, it's 2 hours.
I was,
and we looked
um,
at the clock and I was
I
like, holy
was
shit! It's
I
like
was fucked up enough
2:40.
to. I was fucked up, but I was like still around enough to remember like Dan's wonderful. Devin, you made one awesome transition from ease. I forgot what the transition was. It was ease my mind, I think. Into, or it was something out of into like. I don't remember. It was one of. I don't remember what the
I don't
transition was.
remember.
It was really good. And it was like amazing and well done. And then like
Soapy
Dan,
Milk,
like,
if you
jumps
remember, comment because
Yeah,
Soapy
yeah.
Milk was there for the whole thing.
the whole thing.
shout
and
out-
the
yeah.
second
Shout out
one.
Soapy Milk.
And the second one. The second
which
The
was
whole
even
thing,
longer.
and the
6
second one
hours.
went for like 8 hours.
Yeah, that was like a whole overnight.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm really
From, like,
frustrated. I
8
was
a.m.
passed out asleep for both of these.
It's hilarious. Yeah, Andrew was passed out.
Robin
fucking
was
gone.
also. We've yet to mention that Robin had a very big impact on all of our lives this.
Oh
event.
my God,
Yeah,
Robin
that
got
was the
us
second day.
all sick as can be. I've never been so
Yeah.
sick in my life. I have never
fuck
had such
Robin.
a terrible
Wait.
sore throat in my life.
Wait. Okay, something
so
good
sorry.
about something great about Robin though is that he was on the second Drunken Fist as a
That's
special
true.
guest.
Robin was on the second.
he killed
Drunken
it.
Fist. He did kill it. Actually, at one
And then
point,
got us all
I
sick.
remember.
And then
He
almost
nearly killed
all.
us. Yeah.
Listen. At one point in the second Drunken Fist, I vividly remember Robin queuing up Tamagotchis, and I was so. When
Wow,
I'm
that's a
drunk, I sort of
crazy
like
song to
lose
queue up.
focus. Well, hold on. He queued up Tamagotchis, and he was
Okay.
stoked to play it. He was stoked to play it, and then I played it instead, and he got really angry with me. But he didn't say anything, but Robin got very angry with me, and I felt very bad because I was super drunk and I wasn't paying attention to like how excited he was to play the song, and I like butted in and played
Oh,
it.
Drunken
You were
Dan was the
ridiculously
funniest.
drunk.
It was so. By the end of the second, I remember I finally like joined. at the very, 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 very end. But it wasn't like I didn't have any songs to play. I just started fucking with the
Well, because at that point we were just doing like
drone.
ambient.
Oh,
like,
it was.
Ambient drone.
Well,
It
the
was
crazy. Okay,
crazy.
hold
we
on.
put
The
reverb
craziest
on,
thing.
on
Everything.
something, on the Chili's
craziest thing
commercial.
Oh, it was the
Back-to-back.
Joker. It was the Joker laugh. It was like,
yeah.
and then you played your crazy edit of the remix of that one track that I always forget the name of. What is it called? There's one I keep talking about how good this remix is. That's a cool melody. I forgot it's Dan. You made this
Chili's
remix.
commercial.
I don't. No, it wasn't that, but it was like I forget what it was. It was a really good one. Super like Newgrounds-esque. Reminded me of like early Newgrounds stuff.
I'm not sure.
It was a remix that you
Was
did.
it like was it part of my ambient products?
No, it was just one of your remixes that you did. It was
we
so
did play
sick.
the ambient products on.
We did play some of that, but you had like the Joker laugh queued up, so I started beat
Oh,
matching
that
and beat
one.
syncing the Joker laugh to whatever you were
Yeah.
playing, and it was really sick.
I remember that one.
And then Devin
Okay.
spilled alcohol on my laptop charger.
And on all over my controller and
I
my
don't know
keyboard
when I
that I
did
still
that.
have to.
Listen,
There was like I think that happened like twice.
It happened
Twice?
No, it happened once. It happened once. But the craziest thing about the back to back is like it was all off the cuff. Like we were just loading up anything, like absolutely anything we could
Oh,
we're
find.
going
I
deep into
remember.
Dan's hard drive.
I remember.
I actually had there's two instances that I remember that were the craziest. One where I like exported something hot right out of Ableton, just like loaded Ableton up in the middle of the set, started exporting while we were going.
Your computer's like
crazy,
heating
loaded
up
it
and
up.
smoking
Yeah.
due to alcohol damage.
Computer's dying in the process. And then what happened is one of our patrons, Woozy, sent me something
yeah.
to listen to give him feedback on. And I didn't give him feedback. And he was like in the call listening to the set. I just like loaded it up. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what it sounded like. I just loaded it up
Oh,
and we
yeah.
keyed it in perfectly. It was crazy.
It was like
It was
ridiculous.
nuts. It was a lot of that. It was a lot of just like loading up shit we had never heard before. Just anything we could find that was audio on our.
Yeah, I just remember like
our flash
the
drives.
most vivid thing was like Devin did one of the sickest transitions out of like one of us like two songs, and then
Yeah.
Dan, you just loaded up like a meme song
Yo,
immediately.
you
It
fucking
destroyed.
ruined it. You ruined
this
it. Oh my
transition.
god, it was
I'm
so
trying to remember
good.
what the songs
It was
were.
so good. And it was Promises and fucking.
Oh yeah. Well, it was
It was
promises.
Promises
and
and something else. Something else. But you fucking ruined it, Dan.
I know.
You
You
completely
guys guilty. I felt
ruined it.
bad.
what? What did you
felt
play?
so
What
bad.
did
No,
you
it was
play?
hilarious.
What did you play? I forgot what he played.
I don't remember either. I don't remember at all. I remember the emotions I felt when you both turned to me like, Dan, you fucking ruined it, Dan."
I was like,
I was like,
it's
I'm sorry.
That whole time, I was gone. I was like not there. And then like
Yeah, you
when
were
you
loaded.
did
You were
when
super
when
drunk.
you did that, I like snapped out of it. And I was like, Dan. I like snapped out of my trance to yell at you.
Anyway,
Andrew, actually,
Drunken
Andrew
Fist
was
Part
asleep.
3 coming soon.
Yes. Actually, Drunken Fist Part 3 will be our first Discord event that we do officially in the 6 Impala server. So if you signed up for a music event, you'll be. I mean, the announcement might already be out by the time this podcast comes out. Who knows? But
Oh.
we're going to be doing the Drunken Fist Part 3 in the Discord server. Please go. It'll be a lot of fun. It'll also be, when we do it, it'll converge into, it'll converge into my birthday.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'll
That'll be a
there,
lot
I
of
think,
fun.
right?
One of the things, actually, Andrew,
Yeah.
you should be there. But
I
one of
will.
the things, Andrew, that you might not have noticed because you were asleep. So Andrew was sleeping on an inflatable mattress on top of the bed, so he was like extra high in the
The
air.
dual mattress.
He's like extra high in the air.
Yeah.
And there were a bunch of times where I would just go over to you and I would start like bouncing Andrew around like on the inflatable mattress. Or
don't
I'd go to
remember.
Andrew and I'd be like, Andrew, are you okay? Are you okay?
Oh,
and I'd
dude,
like
you were
give him a
so.
hug.
Dude, you would like
it
you
was-
would like.
I mean,
You were
to be
crazy.
honest,
I was going really hard. My neck was killing me.
I was very much exhausted from the drive, and also under the influence. So
Yeah.
it was a good time. I had a great time chilling, sleeping. I think every now and then I would wake up and just look at you guys like going ham, and I'd go fall back to sleep. So
You would like look over, see like Devin and Dan like going crazy, Dan falling over, and then me like sitting like
Just
as still as ever, staring into the window like hell has arrived.
yeah,
We were like blasting music
I was,
too, like
I
all
was
night.
gone.
It was good.
Actually, like,
Oh, and then the whole time.
absolutely thankful
Dude.
my roommate was sleeping and just didn't wake up at all, even though we were blasting music.
Yeah, it was
really
loud.
Yeah,
loud.
and actually,
We
one
were
of the,
very
one of the coolest thing, one of the nicest things though is that like you put on like you were like we need something in the background, and then you just throw on like My Little Pony. That was nice.
Yeah. Well, I was like, I need
Yeah.
something
I
to
was
match
very
the
happy
energy,
about
and I
that.
was like, I gotta put on MLP.
It was just up
on
and
the
it was
TV
cute,
in the
I
back.
wish,
ready.
yeah, I wish I could set up MLP like at like 200% speed. So then it's just like
I could do that.
going really fast
Easy.
through, and then we could just like do that in the background.
Easy peasy. It was
There,
great.
there might actually be because, I mean, those of you that already know, we're already working on a documentary for Six Impala, and for that documentary, we got a lot of footage from this event, so you'll be seeing that too when that does come out. But I believe it depends on how if the camera saves video it's recording before it dies. But I set up the camera to record Devin and I while I was super drunk.
Whoa,
So-
really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if the camera,
Maybe we can
I
find the
have to-
transition you fucked up.
Oh
yeah, maybe.
Oh, it might have died. I don't know. It's pretty.
Well,
might
I don't
have been
know,
later
yeah.
Into the night.
It might have died. It might have been the
Because that's
second
when
day.
that's when I snapped out of my trance, and that was like way later.
Yeah.
Oh.
But
It was first
And then
day,
James-
because we went for a walk
No,
afterwards.
no. Silly. To try it.
what is
to
this?
Oh,
eat it.
that's.
Okay, I put on
Yes.
this.
Oh my God. When I was.
So we were
not in
all
my
that
we were all
thing.
like gone or whatever.
Yeah.
I put
mean,
on
like
something called Possibly in Michigan, which is like a video my
It's on
friend
YouTube
Henson
if
showed
you
me.
wanna go
Yeah.
watch it.
Possibly in Michigan from 1983.
1980s video art project.
It's like
musical
surrealist, yeah,
weird
or whatever.
Shit.
But it's like I don't know why I
Surreal.
put it on. Like I don't, I don't know
Well,
why I did that. Like it's really disturbing.
It was because me. I was showing Andrew like trippy stuff.
Oh yeah.
I was showing him like Adult Swim, like here's a tunnel, I guess.
That shit was
Still lost. Here's a
disturbing.
tunnel. That shit was so cool. And then like you guys come in, and then you're just like, hey, check out this really disturbing thing. And then like, I'm like,
Yeah, I
That
give
was
you
really
literally
good.
the
James
worst.
just gets
So
really
much.
I
paranoid.
actually love that.
Yeah.
Devin was. I was like watching because I didn't suggest anything. Devin was suggesting everything, and James was just super paranoid, sitting in the chair.
It's
like-
okay. It was like it was a
And
part
then-
of the experience, but it was like fun. I love it now. Like I love
It was
watching
really-
Yeah, because I
Like,
put
it
that
was
on.
really
I'm like,
funny
James
'cause-
is gonna eat this up, and then I was like,
Oh,
yeah,
dude,
he is
like,
also
after-
intoxicated.
After
And
I
then he
was
kept
not
putting on
fucked
progressively
up, I was
more-
like so. It was so good. But yeah, and then you put on like I don't know. I was just out of my head.
You
that
just
whole
kept.
night.
Devin
so,
just
like,
kept. I could tell James
You, like-
because
you,
James was
like-
like, "Can we turn this off now? Can we watch something that's?"
Like,
and then
'cause,
Devin's
like-
like, "Oh yeah, sure." And then he kept putting on
And
progressively
then you
like.
put on what is the
Because I
Weirder,
realized that
more
I realized at
paranoid
that
shit.
point I'm like I don't know what like wholesome things to watch on YouTube.
No, I
Yeah,
should've-
but you were
I
also
don't
fucked
know.
I was just too.
You're-
I was
yeah.
too gone to
So
like.
I step
actually
in and I'm
feel
like, okay,
control.
I'm gonna actually put something adorable on, so James isn't freaking out in the
freaking out
chair.
in the corner. Yeah. That was fun though. After I was like not like crazy, I was like, damn, that shit was awesome. And then I went and watched it like 7 more times.
Yeah.
It was like
It's
good.
good. It's a good
So
time.
I did have a lot of fun actually.
I think that's pretty much about it. You guys
think
went
the
home.
only thing-
we were
the
all
only-
super sick, but
Yeah. That's the only thing. The takeaway that was like, oh,
Well,
was that
Andrew,
the moment I got
Andrew
back.
drove James and I all the way back to New
Yeah,
York.
yeah, that was a highlight too. Yeah, so
That was pretty crazy.
Super thankful for that. And it
Yeah,
was,
Yeah, you're welcome.
we were in this. We were like
that drive. I have. We
In a
can pull up
blizzard,
the Twitter video that I put up.
Throw it up.
Show that.
yeah more
Another
work.
job
Dan.
for Dan.
Yes.
Dan's like, this is
So
just a
pretty
normal-
much the entire drive through the entire state of New York, we were going like half the speed limit through this fucking warp speed overdrive snow. And it was like it was a
crazy.
lot
You
of
just
fun.
mean
We were
snow?
listening to the Skrillex Leaving EP.
We were listening to
a good one.
Sebastian. We listened to
Sebastian.
Sebastian's Total.
Special
That was a lot of
Request.
fun.
It was just
Special
very
request.
much
Yeah, we listened to a lot of good shit.
Listen
good.
to
On the
E
way.
again.
E.
Yeah. Then you showed me some really cool ambient stuff. Devin, that was
Oh
really
yeah.
good.
703. I don't know the
make sure-
I don't know the
make
full
sure-
name because it's just
No,
numbers.
link me.
but it's
Yeah,
really
link me that shit later. I want to listen.
good. Yeah.
And then yeah, we had a good time coming back.
Lots of fun.
Yeah.
Hyperdrive Snow.
that was.
And then I have a member of your family here, Devin. Your charger is still in
Yeah,
the room.
you have my charger still.
That's right.
I got a month and 2 weeks later.
when I go down, I can give you guys 6 Impala stickers. That's another thing.
Wow, crazy.
Please do.
Whoa.
That'd be
Please
so dope.
do.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Fuck
So yeah, so that was our trip pretty much. That pretty much summarized our trip. You know, we made the beef. We back to back. We made some music.
Made some
we hung out.
made
we got
beef and
super
we
drunk.
made some memories.
We made some memories. We
beats
had a
and
good
made
time.
memories.
We got all super sick. Like after that, I
got to watch.
couldn't function for a week.
I got to watch Dan and Devin drunkenly try to do the Renegade dance multiple times.
Yeah,
I did it. I learned it. I know the shit.
Devin did it. Devin did it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Andrew, thank you so much for coming onto the podcast.
Oh, you're
thank
welcome.
you for coming to visit.
Pleasure being a part.
And remember, guys, search Andrew Dumig, google.com/images.
Yeah.
Yep.
Andrew
That's me.
Dumig.
Wet stuff.
Phenomenal visual artist. He's going to be helping us out with the album. So when those videos come out, and you know, like we've got crazy ideas for it. It's going to look gorgeous. I'm super excited.
Yeah.
You know, Andrew is on it. But yeah, thank you for tuning in, guys. Everybody say goodbye. Say goodbye to our viewers.
Have a good one.
Fuck Chris.
Goodbye, everybody. Oh, fuck Chris.
Fuck Chris, dude.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, just end it there. Okay. And then just cut.
Everybody clap.
If I